Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back to the Drama Experience. It's your boy Dim.
And I'm Tay.
This video, we're gonna get into what we think you should know about Anguilla, St. Maarten, and St. Barts.
For those of you who have been watching our videos, you know that we went to all three countries to celebrate my birthday.
Yep.
If you haven't seen a video about our luggage incident, please tune into that.
Yeah.
And for those of you who have watched the vlog, who have saw the video about the incident that we had, we wanted to just put some stuff together because I think we learned a lot on this trip.
A lot.
For those of you who watch the vlog, you saw that we got stuck in St. Barts at one moment. So it's just really, it's some tips that we just wanted to share, things that you need to know before you go to these places.
For the people that want to go to Anguilla or St. Barts or St. Maarten, ready to go there, you should definitely tap in and see what we're about to tell you, because I think it's very vital, you know, it's very important.
Before we talk about anything, I think it's good just to know about the islands. Anguilla is a very small island. In order for you to get to Anguilla, you need to go to St. Maarten and either travel there by boat or by plane.
It's like 40 minutes at max, like from one end to the other. Very, very small island. And it's a calm island. Like Anguilla is where you go, where you want to just relax. You're not gonna go jump off no cliffs.
It's really not that many excursions. It's not
honeymoon vibes.
Yes, honeymoon, or maybe you're pregnant and you just want to go somewhere and relax.
Baby moon vibes, yes, for sure.
Yeah, you can bring children there. It's child friendly. It's just that it's so small, it's so relaxing. Just don't expect to be doing all these thrill-seeking things. You go there to just really eat and lay at the beach and enjoy the view. So St. Maarten is huge. It's like the main island for all the small islands around. St. Maarten is divided into two sides of the island. So they got the Dutch side and the French side. I've been to St. Maarten a ton of times and I love that place so much because I feel like you can do everything there. If you want to do like thrill seeking, they got it. If you want to rent the biggest boat you can find, they got it. You want to stay in a nice Airbnb, they got it. You want to eat at a really nice restaurant, great. You want to eat at some like shack on the street, but the food is really good. And you can also party. There's like so much to do in St. Maarten. I love it because it gives me Jamaica vibes and Turks mixed at one.
Yeah, for sure.
It's really like the culture of kind of like cultural Jamaica, Caribbean culture.
Yes.
But it's also very beautiful.
If you want to turn up, go to St. Maarten. You're gonna have a great time. I love it over there too.
Last but definitely not least, St. Barts. I'm probably gonna say this wrong. Bartholomew?
I never hear nobody say that.
They be like St. Barts.
Yeah.
St. Barts is a French island in the Caribbean. Think about a little piece of France, boom, in the middle of the Caribbean, because that's exactly what it is. Honestly, you don't feel like you're in the Caribbean. Like I did, and I felt like I was like in a French island. It's giving European vibe in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Island is very small. There's only 40 cabs on the island. That was the only place I've ever went to where you get out the airport and there's no taxis.
No taxis.
The island is very different from Anguilla and St. Maarten, and it's also very expensive.
Yeah.
The most expensive in my opinion.
Yes, for sure.
So those are the differences between the three islands, but let's break it down a little bit more now. How to get to Anguilla. So they have these small planes that you could take to Anguilla, but you could also take a boat.
We took a boat. You could also take a plane too, but I'm assuming the plane probably is very small because it's like a 10-minute plane ride, right?
Yes. We went through Calypso Charters. And Calypso Charters, they were really good, and they offer private and semi-private boat charters. So if you just want to go with the people you're with, or you just want to go with you and your significant other, whoever, travel alone private, you can do that, or you can book semi-private. Yeah. They were extremely responsive. I worked with them throughout the trip on different things because they were also the boat company that I scheduled my boat tour for my birthday with that they canceled, but they were like, listen, you cannot go out in this water, it's very choppy, and it was so true. I think they put safety first and they really work with like a high level of integrity, so definitely recommend Calypso Charters. In Anguilla, we also would recommend staying at the Four Seasons. We love the Four Seasons because it was that good.
If y'all didn't catch the video, we also got a Four Seasons room tour, and then don't forget the vlog, we also have that. We did in Anguilla, but yeah, the Four Seasons was amazing. There was another hotel there, it was called Cap Juluca.
Yes, Cap Juluca.
It was also very nice too, but we looked at both of them. Cap Juluca was a little bit more pricier than the Four Seasons, but the Four Seasons just gave a different vibe. It was very different. different. Yeah, Cap Juluca was, I think, like new.
I think one of the things that was really good about the Four Seasons for people who don't drink alcohol, you never had to ask them, does this have alcohol in it?
Yeah.
All the drinks were virgin unless you requested it. So they will offer you something, there will be no alcohol in it. So that's really good for people who don't drink.
Yeah.
Or if you're pregnant or anything, you don't have to worry about any of that because all the drinks are given to you virgin, and it's just so nice and easy. Last but not least, you have to eat at Sharky's if you go to Anguilla.
The talk of the town is like the go-to.
One of the best restaurants
on the island.
So if you're in Anguilla, please go to Sharky's and have you a nice Caribbean meal.
The waiters was very nice. The ambiance was cool. And the food was amazing too.
And just call in advance because they do get booked up. So
very easily.
Very easily. So call in the morning, and they're only open for a very short period of time.
That's probably why they get booked up too easily.
Yes.
I think they open for like 5 hours.
Yes.
Literally like 5 hours and they done. So St. Maarten, as we said, is the main hub. That's where everybody flies into to go to the different Caribbean. We obviously flew there on a plane from here, from New York.
From New York, JetBlue is the only airline that goes directly from New York to
St. Maarten.
And even Delta, you have to do a layover. I'm not the layover type of girl unless I really need to. So I just fly straight there.
Yeah, I hate layovers. I hate it. That's when things go wrong. And think about St. Maarten, it's not that many flights direct that go there. So it was like we had to get there early because we didn't want to miss that flight. After we missed that flight, it was no other way. We had to wait till the next day.
I've been a few times, and so far my best accommodation has been an Airbnb in St. Maarten. We stayed at the Morgan.
Yeah, we stayed at the Morgan. So the Morgan was cool. It was very clean. I'm not gonna take that away. Very sleek.
Very sleek, clean.
Yeah, clean. The only thing is the bed was so uncomfortable. Yo, and you know we have slept everywhere, and we slept on all kinds of beds. I was like, yo, what the?
So
I couldn't sleep throughout the night.
I would feel like he's the more bougie than me. He always wants things super, super high end, and I'm down to do whatever. Like you say, let's sleep here, I'm sleeping here.
She's ready.
So I'm ready, I'm down for whatever. But this time I swear, I'm sleeping and I was like, something's not right. And
it's crazy because we didn't talk about it during the night, but we both was like twisting and turning.
I'm like, no. At one point, I was like, oh my God, I cannot sleep in this bed tomorrow. I'm looking up another hotel.
Yo, you looking for another hotel?
I was willing to pay for another hotel just so I didn't sleep in that bed. And when we woke up, we was like, yo, was your back hurting? The bed was so hard.
It was hard. It was not it. So the Morgan, please. Change our beds or something. Put some extra padding or something on it.
Yeah,
it was not it.
We did stay in an Airbnb. That was really, really nice.
The Airbnb was really nice.
And then the other parts of St. Maarten that, like I said, I love is that you can get boats from there.
They're more expensive than Anguilla and St.
Barts. Is even what?
Yeah.
It's definitely more affordable and a lot more things to do. For those of you who like adventure, I would recommend the Flying Dutchman.
Oh shoot!
You could jump off this cliff. I don't know why I'm recommending it to y'all because I almost cried.
I was happy as hell.
I was so scared. I wanted to cry.
If any one of y'all like roller coasters, that zip line was like a roller coaster. It was like a scary roller coaster, I'm not gonna lie.
But to be completely honest, the lift going up to the mountain
even was shaky, yeah.
Was worse than jumping down the mountain.
I feel like going up I was more scared than going down.
Yeah, it takes
I was like,
The Flying Dutchman, and there's just a whole bunch of restaurants and things that you can explore while you're out there because the food is amazing.
There's a lot of things to do in St. Maarten. That's where you want to get up, turn up, party, etc. Every day. That's where you want to do it at.
And
eat in St. Maarten. That's where you want to do it.
St. Barts. So the way you get to St. Barts is by two ways. You either take the ferry or you take the plane.
No.
We took both. And let me tell you something. You know, people say if you're scared of heights, you can get on the plane, but not this plane.
No.
This is the tiniest thing you will probably ever ride in your life.
Yo, I got on that plane. I'm like a daredevil. Fear is not in me, but getting on that plane, I was like, ooh.
My hands were so sweaty. I don't know if I breathed.
You was scared a little bit?
Damn, I was very scared. When we were in between the rock.
It's crazy because I'm not scared. I was more scared for her, but I was not scared. I was like, yo, this is just not it. Like, whoever don't like no heights or anything like that is just like,
you feel everything. The takeoff was okay.
The landing
was terrible. First off, we sitting in the back. We could pick any seat at this point because we the only people on the plane. And then they had the pilots. We could see them.
You could see everything.
They just driving like they're in the front seat. And the plane is going down. And he was like pulling on the brake thing.
Yo, we seen everything.
The plane was nose down. I never been on a plane and felt my body leaning forward because the plane is going down.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
I had to like really like bend down. Like, I couldn't stand up at all.
If you are scared of heights, if you are very scared, do not get on the plane. It's 10 minutes of pure fear.
Yeah.
Fear. You will be very scared. You can take the boat. The boat takes about a little bit longer. So the plane is like 10 minutes. The boat is like 30, 40 minutes?
30 minutes. 30 something minutes.
The plane it cost us about $100 and something, and the boat is about like $70 something. So it's about like a $50 difference. It's a big boat. It's a ferry. So
also with St. Barts, if you're not planning to stay there, it's only flights from the morning all the way to the afternoon, and it stops at like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
After 5 o'clock, if you're not planning to stay there, if you're coming from St. Maarten and you're going there, don't think about going back because after 5 o'clock is over. The only chance you got is a ferry, and the ferry, the last ferry is I think at 6. The one that we
like
took.
6:45ish.
6:45ish, the one that we took. So there's no flights or boats after a certain time. Once it gets dark over there, you're stuck over there. Another thing too, the time that we went was not a good time to go.
Yes.
That's another thing. So anybody that's planning to travel and go to St. Barts, I was looking at to stay there for like a day. And I was looking at a hotel, but all the hotels were saying sold out. It was like 1 or 2 hotels that was open, but it was like saying that we closing like the day that we was gonna land. So it was mad weird. And it was really expensive too.
Like $1,200, $1,300 a night.
Around hurricane season where we went, the time we went, it was like from like August, I'm gonna say around 15, 16
to like
October. So it was not a good time for us to travel there. So everything was shut down when we went there. Like we couldn't really do anything.
We also went on a Sunday, so all the designer stores were closed.
Oh yeah, you couldn't go shopping or nothing. Everything was just closed. It was just not. Our St. Barts experience was not the best experience, but we just want to let y'all know before y'all get there, don't go around this time. Basically, hurricane season is just not it. And it was raining like non-stop. That's how we got into the ferry. I don't want to get on a boat when it's like 1,000 people on it.
He don't like public transportation.
But basically, we almost got stuck there because it was raining so hard that we couldn't get on the plane.
Gratefully, we got there 2 hours early because we was like, we're gonna switch our flight and get out of here, and we never got out of there.
We never got out.
They were like, you gotta, if you don't get on the boat, you're not leaving.
By God's grace, we got on the last boat. It was not that bad, but
it was rocky.
It was very rocky.
Because
it was weird.
It was raining really hard that day.
Okay, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
It was very weird. There were just so many people.
And the guy was actually, I don't know if he was playing or not, but he was like, can anybody give me an extra pair of pants?
Yo.
And then he was offering people water, so I don't know where the water was really coming from.
Yo.
It's decent. You know, if you're from New York City, the ferry isn't going to be nothing to you.
I am from New York City. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and the train is 10 times, well, 56 times worse. It's just 40 minutes of your life. Just sit there, you know, mind your business and you'll be good. If you are going to St. Barts for a day trip, I would not recommend leaving it to the last flight. You need to be out of there at least by 4 o'clock. Do not wait till the very end.
Because once you miss that flight, it's over.
It's over.
Unless you get to the ferry. Even the ferry, the time difference, you got like 30 minutes to get to the ferry. You know what I mean?
Last but not least, if you want to go to like Nikki Beach, I know a lot of people love Nikki Beach.
Oh, wow.
It is very hard to get a reservation there. Do it in advance. We wanted a day bed, and the day that we went, there was no day beds because the way Nikki Beach is set up, their beach is so small and the tide was high, so they had no place to put the day beds. I couldn't get a lunch table reservation because that reservation.
And it was the last day.
And it was the last day, and they were closing. So, so that's what I would say too if you want to go to Nikki Beach.
Yep. For the most part, that's about it.
That's about it. If you have any questions about something that we didn't share, drop them in the comments.
Yeah,
Thank you for tuning in.
Drop them in the comments. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And also put your post notifications on. Stay tuned, guys, for more. Love you guys.